Hey gang, it's JC and this is your Daily Dose for Tuesday, August 3rd, 2010, a cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Archives at the top of the page, Dave Murray's weather forecast, although I wouldn't look at it if I were you for the next 2 days. You can also subscribe to the audio of the Daily Dose on iTunes. And of course, we have everything available for you now on your mobile phone. That's a new feature. We just plugged that in over the weekend. We roll on with our 15-month paid vacation. I am sore today. You know, I tore my hamstring back on June 28th, and I haven't played now, so I guess it's 5 weeks. So we played last night, and of course the game goes into extra innings. So I figure I threw probably about 140 pitches last night. We lost, by the way, to the 52 White Sox. Final score 10-9, a real barn burner in extra innings. Like I said, I figure I probably threw 140 pitches last night. I am sore. Even my hair hurts today. All right, it is election day. Please don't vote for Ed Martin. He's a lying schmuck. Please vote against Proposition C. A bunch of liars trying to scare old people. By the way, if you experience an election lasting more than 4 hours, please call your doctor. Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg coming to St. Louis Thursday night. Red carpet treatment there for their new movie out in the Chesterfield Valley at the Galaxy Theater. We'll have more details on that for you tomorrow here on the Daily Dose. All right, let me tell you about Jasmine Huda, newscaster here in St. Louis. Started out on Channel 5, has just jumped to Channel 4, and she's a lovely girl, by the way. I've met her several times. Even prettier in person, by the way. A real shortstop. She's a squirt, and likes the older guys, by the way. But leave it to Channel 4 to overdo the whole damn thing. You know, you didn't hire Barbara Walters, for God's sakes. We're excited. We're so excited. Everybody's so excited here. It's like, let's bring in Vicki Newton and find out how excited she is, okay? By the way, does anybody else see the humor or the irony in the American Idol judges now being judged? Kara, I'm sorry, you're going home. Randy, you're safe. Have a seat. Did Frank Sinatra Jr. try to kill himself over the weekend? That's what they're saying. Took a bunch of pills. 66 years old. They say he's going to be okay. Let me tell you, I'm sitting here. I got a white shirt on. It's 10:30 in the morning, and I'm boiling here. I'm roasting. It is hot. It is hot.
How hot is it?
My mother-in-law in the pool. It's so hot. People are gathering around the Cardinals' bats just to stay cool. All right, so you got to see this Ken Rosenthal piece on foxsports.com today. He really exposes some things I did not know, and I don't think that anybody knew about the Ryan Ludwig trade. You might want to read that at foxsports.com, Ken Rosenthal. Got to give props to our buddy Jim Shirts, and you can't have enough Jim Shirts, by the way. But Jim listened to the old show, and he emails me cool stuff all the time. And again, he reinforces this idea that you should probably buy some baseball tickets for Thursday, September 16th. That will be the return of Ryan Ludwig in a non-Cardinal uniform. That should be an interesting display by the fans on Thursday, September 16th. Now, he also brought up something that I had not thought of, and that is, remember, everybody was around in the 1980s. Does anybody remember Jim Lindemann? Remember Jim Lindemann? He had about a 30-day hot streak right there, and the Cardinals said, wow, we got this up-and-coming guy. We can pay him almost nothing. Let's trade Andy Van Slyke. Well, you know, Jim Lindemann, I'm not sure, ever got another base hit. Andy Van Slyke went to Pittsburgh, became an all-star, and the rest is history. Jim Lindemann wore number 15. You know what number John Jay wears? Number 15. By the way, John Jay, 1 for 16 since the trade. And now we're hearing this morning that David Freese, who was on that rehab assignment down in Springfield, Missouri, had some sort of a setback. He hurt his ankle. Here we go. So, it's hard to think about it today, but 9 months ago in the Washington, D.C. area, they were having these unbelievable snowstorms. You know, 25, 30, 32-inch snowstorms. Well, guess what's happening now, folks? The baby is coming. Hospitals are reporting they got a higher 10% extra staff just to handle all of the activity, shall we say. And there's more coming. All right, I told you yesterday we were going to tell you about a show business term that you might not be familiar with, and that term is movie quote whore. Now, the movie Dinner for Schmucks, and I haven't even seen it. It might be funny. I'm seeing mixed reviews on the whole thing. But if you watch the TV commercials that were out most of last week, you see all these names and all these affiliations and all these raving reviews, and you see that on a lot of big movies. And I'm sure that a lot of you have wondered, who are these people? Because I've never heard of them before. Well, there's a reason for that, which we're going to tell you right now. For example, Mark S. Allen from CBS TV says, comic genius. Well, the problem is they didn't work for CBS TV. He works for the CBS television affiliate in Sacramento. As a matter of fact, he works on a show called Good Day Sacramento. So working for CBS TV is a hell of a lot different than working for Good Day Sacramento. But they put it up there because it's an affiliate station. Steve Oldfield, Fox TV, a winner. Well, he works for the Fox local affiliate in Orlando, Florida. A comedy gem, says Brian Gallagher from MovieWeb. Sean Edwards, Fox TV, outrageously funny. Yeah, again here, Channel 4, Kansas City. Stephanie Webb says, belly laughs. But that one goes by really, really fast. You know why? Because she works for WZZM. That's a television station in Grand Rapids, Michigan. A mecca of show business activity. And Jeff Craig from 60 Second Preview says, hysterical. Well, Jeff Craig has been getting away with this for years. He does a little 60-second feature on a lot of radio stations in very small markets. And he says these raving things about all these wonderful movies he thinks that are wonderful. And then he plays clips. He probably only talks for about 30 seconds. You can't get a movie review in 30 seconds. But he keeps getting invited to Hollywood to interview the stars, and so everybody goes away happy. How about this quote? My face still hurts from laughing. Chris Van Vliet from Buzz. Anyhow, so when you see these quotes, you really have to know something about who these people are. They are movie quote whores. And they get free stuff sent to them by the movie studios, free trips to New York and California, and even more exotic places than that, like Fiji and stuff like that. In 2009, by the way, one report listed Sean Edwards, the guy we said from Fox TV, Channel 4 in Kansas City, listed Sean Edwards as losing his title as the world's greatest quote whore. He lost it to Mark S. Allen from Good Day Sacramento. All right. The David Hasselhoff roast on Comedy Central is coming up on Sunday, August 15th. They taped it over the weekend. Seth MacFarlane from The Family Guy is hosting the thing. Jeffrey Ross, very funny comedian at these roasts, said, what a lucky break for David Hasselhoff, an alcoholic that gets cast in a show about a car that drives itself. And I'm sure that she didn't write this. Somebody wrote it for her, but it's still funny. Pamela Anderson said that she was so nervous on the first day of Baywatch when they were shooting it, just because I can't swim. But she said David was so sweet, he pulled me aside and he said, that's okay, I can't act. Fabulous. All right, it is Celebrity Tuesday, and today we're going to talk about Andy Rooney from 60 Minutes. Back in 1993, when I was working at Channel 4, the TV station sent me to New York to CBS News headquarters. I was supposed to interview CBS News people, Dan Rather, the 60 Minutes people, 48 Hours, Steve Kroft, people like that. Now, shortly after David Letterman's show in 1982 debuted on TV, one of the first guests they had was Andy Rooney, because they just thought he would be a great guest. So Andy Rooney comes on there, and I don't know what was wrong with him, but he acted like such a dick, and you could almost see, well, you could see the looks on the faces of the people on the show, and David Letterman just started looking like, what is your deal? We're fans of yours. We have you on the show, and you sit there acting like a Class A prick. What's your problem? So, I go up to New York, and I'm figuring, oh, geez, this guy's going to just shear my head off. So I sit down there. Am I going to get a prick? Am I going to get a curmudgeon? I didn't know. So I sit down, and this guy was the nicest, gentlemanly, sweetest guy you'd ever want to meet. And I was like totally disarmed by the whole thing. That desk, if you look at it, sometimes they get a wide shot. He made that desk out of a piece of wood. It's got crooked edges and everything, but he loves it. He shellacked it and the whole thing. Now, I asked him, I said, you're always doing like, you got like 60 brands of toilet paper or, 100 kinds of pocket knives or whatever. Should people send stuff in? He goes, they can, but I won't use it. I think that he feels that he's got to have the idea, he's got to have the inspiration, or it's not, pure or whatever. He had just converted, and this is 1993, he had just converted from using a typewriter to using a computer. He was getting used to that. And he said something interesting. And again, this is back in '93, so it's almost 20 years ago. He said this country is getting to be about crap. Journalists, TV shows, products, attitudes, whatever the case may be. He is 91 years old, and I have tremendous admiration, whether you like him or you dislike him, tremendous admiration for somebody who, I mean, think about it. A 91-year-old guy's got to get himself up every day, get himself cleaned up, shaved, showered, whatever. Got to get dressed and to work in a city that is sort of demanding. So let me just tell you something. You can say what you want about Andy Rooney, but I got tremendous admiration for the guy. 91 and still going strong. All right, new on video today from Saturday Night Live, the best of Will Ferrell, Volume 3. JC's Video Village this week. We're going back to 1999 for the tape that I put together. So a television audition tape. You basically say, okay, I want a job at this TV station. Here's 5 minutes, because that's as long as you can get a news director to sit in one place. And you just show really, really quick cutting clips of all the things that you did. It's actually sort of entertaining. You might like it. JC's Wayback Machine this week, the TV commercial that KLOU ran back in 2000 to announce that I was headed to that radio station. Not necessarily the news this week is Brendan Ryan, JC's Eye Candy today. We've all heard of the extreme measures that people will go to try to get into this country when they cross the border, but this one takes the cake. You got to see it on JC's Eye Candy. Tomorrow we have new stats on the online dating world and astonishing numbers regarding the early success of the Apple iPad. So come on back for that. That's it. JC's Daily Dose for Tuesday, August 3rd, 2010. Don't forget to vote. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye. Oh, my arm is so...